Lesson 9-8, Example 3. We're going to be using the formula for the circumference of a circle to determine circumference. And our formula for that circumference, large C, equals pi times the diameter, represented by a small d. So here we have a circle, and here we have a diameter. We know it's a diameter because it's passing through the center point. And that diameter is 11 feet. So we can say our circumference is pi times the diameter, which is 11 feet. And pi, for this one, now we could estimate and just think of it as c, or as 3. We could think of pi as 3. But we could be more specific than that. We could be more detailed, more precise. And we could think of pi as 3 14/100ths, which is a very common usage of pi. That number is used a lot. So we could say circumference equals 3 14/100ths multiplied by 11. And I could work that out. 3 14/100ths times 11 . I have 2 decimal places in my multiplication, so I have 2 decimal places in my answer. And I come up with 34 54/100ths. And so I can say circumference is 34 54/100ths feet. My units are feet. Now sometimes when we're finding circumference, we won't always get the diameter. And remember that our formula for finding circumference equals pi times diameter. Well, here we have not the diameter, but we do have a radius. And the radius is from the center point to one edge. If I continue that and complete this line over here, I can make a diameter out of that. So the radius is just half of the diameter. Or we could say that the diameter is twice of the radius, because this distance here would also be 5 centimeters. So we could say that the circumference is equal to pi, and our diameter, like I said, is equal to 2 of our radius. So I could take this number and put it in here. So I could say circumference is equal to pi times 2r. Or pi times 2 times r. And sometimes you'll see that written as circumference equals 2 pi r. Because it's multiplication, you can do it in any order. So these two things are equivalent. Those are same. So let's see what we have here. We have our circumference is going to be 2 times pi, and we're going to use 3 14/100ths again for pi. And our radius, in this case, is 5. So, again, because this is multiplication, I can do this in order. So if I think of it like this one here, I can say that the 2 and multiply by the radius. So 2 times 5 is 10. So I can say 10 times 3 14/100ths. Well, I know that if I multiply a number by 10, it's like moving the decimal place 1 to the right. And so I should come out with 31 4/10. But I can double check that too. I can actually work through that multiplication. And I have 2 decimal places here. So I have 2 decimal places in my answer, and I come up with 31 40/100ths, or 31 4/10. So I can say that the circumference for this circle here, with a radius of 5, is 31 40/100ths centimeters. Again, my units are centimeters.